Guys, the web is 30 years old, right?
Yeah.
And the web could not have been possible without fiber optics.
Yes.
And that is what Dr. Thomas Mensah did. So I want us to get a bit more, delving deeper into the tech now.
That's fine.
So let's talk about the evolution of the internet over the 30-year period.
Yes.
What have you seen with your introduction of fiber optics and how things have evolved from when Tim Berners created WWW till now?
Yeah, because number one, as I said, even you see fiber optics, the pulses of the laser is 0101. So God made it such that it fits computers. Because that's how computer thinks, 0101. The pulses are like that. And so for 50 years, that's stayed in the lab. Because it was too expensive. The two patents, I only show only two of my patents in this book. And the reason why I did it, I don't put all the 7 in here.
Yeah.
I put 2 of the patents in here. Wow. Now what patent now? Your name should be on it. Thomas O. Mensah.
Right.
Your name is on it. You know, it's fiber optics patent. Wow. Now, so when we did it, when you're making glass, the optical glass fiber now, we use chemical vapor deposition on all these chemicals, and that's how we do it. And it comes in a long rod, as diameter is like this. Then you put it in the furnace, 2000 C, and pull it like taffy. It's called RF zirconia, RF magnetron furnace. Liberal technology is going to be used in the bauxite smelting and all that stuff. But for fiber optics, that's what we did. Then you pull it like taffy. It comes like your, a woman's hair, very, very thin, or even less than that. But then you have to cool it and put a coating on it. If not, it will break. Glass at 125 microns, it will break. And so trying to pull it and put a coating on it, that's where all the problems were coming from. And you intelligently explained it, the black box thing, and how I revolutionized that. So I can watch it on video and say, this is where the problem is. They haven't done that. They have never thought about that. So when I did that now, it moved the speed from 2 meters 10 times to 20 meters a second.
Wow.
World record. When you can do it that way, that means instead of fiber optics costing $1 for 1 meter, it's now 10 cents like copper. That's what changed everything. When you were saying, tell us that's how it started.
Right.
So all copper cables in America was substituted, changed, replaced by fiber optics. Everything. Wow. Including fiber optics getting to your ATM machine. Go there, you put your money in it. Let's say you are in France. The machine connects to your bank here in seconds and brings the data, you can get your money. So ATM is used in everything. And if you read my book, you will see that all the companies like Google, Facebook, all those companies, Amazon, they came because of that fiber optics enabled internet. Fiber optics enabled internet. In other words, I pick up my phone, I'm connected right away. Right. That's what's driving this.
I mean, I remember back in the day when we used to use dial-up.
Yes, yes.
And now everything is moved, everything is changed, and now we are on broadband, and everything is so fast.
Yes.
And now even with 4G technology here now, 5G about to come into play, and I even hear about Light-Fi. I hear about Light-Fi.
That's what I'm working
coming in. And
Light-Fi,
let's talk about that a little bit.
Light-Fi is, I sit on a board at Dubai. company based in Dubai. I'm one of the board of directors.
Wow.
And that whole concept is say, why don't we use, instead of wireless technology, RF, why don't we use light? Because of light will be transmitting. You shine the light on your computer, you're connected to the internet. That's the concept. Wi-Fi.
Wow.
That's the concept.
So now, it's not transmitting via wireless signals
No,
anymore.
no, it's be by light. Light shines on your computer, you're already on the internet. Oh.
In this case, then,
Apple,
I
all
can't
the
hack
other
into the frequency of.
That's excellent. You've done your homework.
Wow.
Because it's light, you cannot hack in it. Well, but wireless, some guy can be sitting at the back here, and whether you're at the airport, no matter where you are, he's looking at your credit card numbers, So we are looking every day. We are looking forward. So this is a cutting edge. So I'm involved in that technology. I'm involved in many technologies.
Wow.
Wi-Fi, broadband fiber optics, 5G, all the way. How they apply to machines, how they apply to virtual reality, all that. Driverless cars, they all describe in the book.
So, Tim Berners-Lee was interviewed for Internet being 30 years.
Yes.
And he said he's happy and not happy because what he created has evolved so much that now a lot of bad things are coming out of the things that he created.
Yes.
Because now there's this whole thing about fake news. There's data privacy issues
for using for political purposes.
Some people don't have access to the internet.
Yeah, that divide.
So he's a little bit concerned about that. What is your take on that?
Well, basically, I feel like even anything you can use for good, you can use it for good or bad.
Right.
Anything. Right. Electricity, it does a lot of things for us.
True.
But if you don't take care, you put your hand in your socket, it will electrocute you. But some people are misusing this platform, and they shouldn't. They are misusing it, stealing people's credit card, fake news, like you said, influencing political outcomes.
Right.
And unfortunately, the big companies were unknowingly, Analytica from Oxford, they were involved in it. Why would you use that to influence the outcome of elections in Ghana or some other place? So they are bringing us a lot of headache,
right.
And people can hack into things. You'd be surprised. And so right now, I hope, like cybersecurity, I hope we'll be vigilant. We'll work hard to make sure that we'll have our hands to control the course of that technology. But otherwise, it's a wonderful technology. As I said, when a little grandma get a baby, the baby is born, get a photo, and she's smiling, makes me happy.
Exactly.
Right. All the ways, they might be in Russia, they might be hot, but this technology is everywhere.
I mean, I'm here, I can have a conversation with somebody in the States and hey, how is it transmitting? On fiber optics?
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. It goes even underwater.
Right.
And one of my inventions is that.
Wait.
Yes.
Now submarine cables and everything.
Yes. Because the glass has to be strong enough for you to cable it. Because when you're cabling, you have mechanical stress, mechanical abuse when you're putting the cable. So glass has to be strong. And one of my inventions, developed the ultra high strength fiber for submarine cable.
Wow.
Yes.
Sheesh, this is a lot. So Google launched Project Loon, where they are using balloons to offer internet to rural areas and stuff like that. This is Ghana.
Yes.
What can we do that would bridge the gap between, because statistics say that it's just about 10 million people out of 27 million people that have access to the internet.
Yeah, you have only a third.
Yeah. So now...
And one of the things that I pushed, and it's on there, I'm putting fiber optic cable along all the trains they are building. So we go from Tema, Accra, Kumasi, all the way, the fiber optic cable will be there, all the way to the north, and you can branch off to the villages.
Wow.
And hopefully close the digital divide that way.
Wow.
Yeah, I conceived that in the U.S.
Wow. So it's part of the things that...
Yeah.
Sheesh. This is great. I love that. So it means that Ghana...
And of course, you got to come behind that and then help people, train them, because the first place you want to connect is maybe high schools, SHS, right?
Yes.
SHS in their classrooms, they could have access to that and have a computer lab. So you got to kind of follow that up, with the kids.
So how can we use internet to revolutionize Ghana? Because one time I was having a conversation with somebody in the office, and I told him that I think Ghana is still backward if we have elections where we use ballot boxes that certain macho men can go and beat people up and then take it, and then they can rig elections and do things like that. We should...
Well, the electronic voting will come. It will come. That's fine.
Right.
Right now we want the child. You see, when I went to Dubai and they are training 1 million kids in SHS, so gave me the idea, why don't we train 300,000 kids here? So a little kid, 300,000 in software. I am bringing in June one of the top Microsoft women to Ghana.
I see.
She's a black woman. Race Johnson.
Black too.
She's coming, and when she gets here, we want Race to stand in front of all those SHS kids, or even the little ones. We've done that in the U.S.
You have schools that you've already recruited?
Yeah, in the U.S. we did that. In Ghana, we are beginning to identify the schools. It will all be done under Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley of Ghana. I had a 5-hour meeting the other day, just on that. When she gets here, I want a little girl to see somebody that looks like her, doing HoloLens, doing software, advanced software, talking to them. So who? Oh, she's like me, she's doing that, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I did that in D.C., Washington, D.C. I just went to a black school at Howard, brought them to Howard University. I took with me my friend, he's on the board of Silicon Valley, Trebi Olenu, NASA.
Yeah.
Olenu developed the robot that went to Mars and brought pictures. He's black, and I wanted him to, So he's on stage with me. We're teaching these kids how to assemble. You could have seen these little kids, their eyes.
It's amazing.
They were into it. I did, but now we're going to have it in Ghana. So Trace will be training these girls. I know that the first lady is interested in girls code, we code. So we're going to do it. She's coming in June.
Amazing stuff.
Yes.
Amazing stuff. So, Doc, let's talk a little bit about social media.
Yeah.
Right. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, they are all running on fiber optics.
Yes.
Without that, they wouldn't
work. Oh, yeah.
But
when they cut the cable and the internet is down, forget
it. So, the statistics that came out from We Are Social and Hootsuite said that 5.8 million people in Ghana are hooked on social media. That means that Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp is huge in this space.
Anybody I meet, looking on yourself, doing the Instagram. Everybody.
Are you on social media?
I am on social media, but in a different sense.
Right.
My companies are there.
Right.
Personally, I'd rather be doing other stuff.
Okay.
In technology, moving Ghana forward, moving Africa forward, than spending a lot of time
on social media.
A lot of people want me to be. They go to Facebook. Oh, can I? I want to friend you there.
Right.
I created the thing, so to me it doesn't mean much. A lot of people want to, but the time that takes me off from this. Sometimes I want a quiet mind to innovate, like what we've done in the culture now, and we are continuing to do.
Right.
Sit down quietly, and God can talk to you. But when you are always on social media, everybody calling you, how are you going to come up with something new?
Right.
When you're solving the world's big challenges. So that's the reason.
But what do you think that social media has done to us as people?
Yes.
I remember back in the day when there wasn't too much social media now. We used to interface. So, for instance, if I would have a conversation with you, I would pick a phone, I would call you.
Yes.
But now, I don't want to call you, I want to text you.
Yeah, text you.
I'll text you on WhatsApp.
Yes.
And I'll assume that you would get a text and so you would respond
Sometimes
back to me.
I don't even see those texts.
When it's somebody's birthday, I'll just type happy birthday on Facebook.
Yes.
Instead of calling the person.
Yeah, it has introduced this distance.
Exactly.
You can have friends, but not real friends.
Right.
I know family sitting down to eat. You know, we pray, we are eating, and the kids, everybody on the phone, on the internet. So we gotta come back again to what we used to do: the human touch, the human to human interaction.
Right.
And that's very, very important.
Right.
So you gotta say, all right, I'll cut down maybe 20% of my social media, you know, and then have that interaction. You know. Me, when something is important, somebody has to reach, they can reach me quickly. When it is important, when it's big.
Right.
You know, you won't catch me watching what somebody's birthday somewhere. You know, somebody. I mean, in America, you'd be surprised the kind of people. You know, it's but so we got to change that.
Right.
We got to change that.
Right. Great stuff. Great stuff. So, social media has to be good for us and not detach us from
from each
human
other.
side of
Yes.
things.
Yes.
Guys, you need to pay attention to that. I'm very passionate about that because one time I was just there and it just dawned on me that now instead of calling my brothers, we have a WhatsApp group that I text them on. But I used to call them, so now I don't hear their voices that much, and it's not great. So I decided that I am going to make a conscious effort to call them and not just text them, you know. And I think that's where we need to come to so we can solve the whole distance issue that social media is creating for us. But Doc, I want us to talk about cybersecurity because recently the Ghana Stock Exchange was hacked.
Wow.
Yes. And it's a big deal.
Oh, it is.
For the Ghana Stock Exchange to be hacked.
Oh, yeah.
That means that our systems are not strong enough.
Yes.
What can we do to get stronger cybersecurity systems in this country?
Well, cybersecurity is very, very critical. If you see some of the stuff on Silicon Valley of Ghana, cybersecurity features there strongly. So we got to train experts in cybersecurity. We've got to train them. You know, if we need some group to come from outside, we can still bring them from outside, pay them, but we got to train our own cybersecurity experts here in Ghana. That's very, very important. To show you how important that is, in America, their budget for cybersecurity is a big deal. Because they don't want somebody to hack into the national grid and bring New York down, the whole of New York blackout. You can do that. But cybersecurity is so important. It's not only for the grid system. It's not only hacking the stock exchange because you're talking about trillions of dollars that's transmitted at the stock exchange because of fiber optics and the internet. And so we have to build what is called robust systems that are hardened against cybersecurity, you know, in a broad sense. You know, cybersecurity extends from the border. Watching the border, you don't want bad people to come in, that kind of stuff, and all our borders, you know, from Lomé to Ivory Coast. We got to check all that. Cybersecurity is part of that. Cybersecurity is able to bring information to our police and security officials, you know, and you want to make sure that your systems are secure. You know, all these systems with the government should be secure. So national secrets don't go away. So we got to put some effort in there. So at Silicon Valley of Ghana, we are pushing that, you know, because you don't want people hacking in, you know, as I talk about everything. Even in my book, I talk about driverless cars. Can you imagine somebody, you know, not only can they hack into your car, they can hack into your, because cars are now driven by software.
Yeah.
They can hack into your car. At some point you press the brake and then it's...
Sheesh, it's not working.
Yeah, I explain all that in the book. So cybersecurity is very, very important. You know, this driverless car, I'm all for it, but we have to control that. We have to regulate it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Because you don't want a driverless car doing whatever they want.
I mean, Uber tried it.
Yes.
It knocked a woman down.
Yes.
In the States, and it
Yes.
became a big deal.
Yes.
So they had to shut down the whole system and then
Yes.
relook at it.
Yes.
And then, I mean, and even Elon Musk is with Tesla is doing great stuff with electric
Yes.
cars.
Yes.
And everything. So we need a lot of security consciousness.
Yes.
So we can protect ourselves from.
Yes.
Because now systems are connected now.
Yes.
My phone, I can connect it to my TV.
Yes.
We can use it to control my fridge.
Yes.
And everything.
Yes.
So now my home is literally.
Yes. That's Internet of Things for the
Right.
home. You know, IoT.
Yeah.
For the home.
Yes.
As I said, they are building the
One
Quamie
yeah.
IoT named after me. But the IoT will let you say, oh, well, this is not in my fridge, this is not in my fridge, send an order right away. It can be delivered. That's just an example.
Right.
You know, you are not there, you want your lights to go off so robbers will not know. It can
Yeah.
manage all that.
Right.
You know, you get in, you want to, I mean, IoT, particularly for the home, it will be in all the appliances.
Right.
You know, you get out in the morning, from the bed is telling you what you need to do on your little iPad. You know, all you need to do this morning, your meeting here, they're all connected for you. You know, it can even turn on your bathtub for you, so that doesn't, you know, all from your cell phone.
Internet of Things, man, crazy stuff. I got to realize that nanotechnology
Yes.
is the thing that, I mean, it's with us, but we all of us have not, we don't have the eyes to see it.
Yes.
Because if I crash this phone right now,
Yes.
the particles of the phone have atomic particles in
Yes,
there.
yes.
And that is what nanotechnology drives on. Let's talk a bit about how we can
Sure.
apply nanotechnology in our Ghanaian settings.
Okay. See, nanotechnology, they call it science of small things. Because even to manipulate the atoms, so you got to use this scanning electron microscopes and all that to be able to see what's happening at the atomic level.
Right.
So the next wave beyond fiber optics, you know, I'm always on the cutting edge. It's nanotechnology. So I got in earlier. You know, I'm one of the few people in the world to get a Pentagon project to build drones using nanotechnology.
Wow.
So when I say let's use drones to deliver, you know, I'm way beyond that. That's how I thought about that. To build drones. And the drone they wanted us to build so that you can't even see the drone.
You want drones flying,
Nobody can see it.
but you can't see it.
Yes, and we did that using nanotechnology.
How did you do that?
No, because nanotechnology, nanomaterials absorb in the electromagnetic spectrum.
Right.
That's physics. And so we can create the structure so that radar can detect it. By the time the radar finds it, the bomb is dropped.
Right.
If you equipped your drone with a bomb or missile. So nanotechnology is the wave of the future. Very, very, very important. My fourth book, Nanotechnology Commercialization. When you look into it, you see all the applications in the nanotechnology. From space, you know, all the space satellites, when they are folding their, what do you call it, their solar panels and all that, you need nanotechnology material somewhere to make it stronger, somewhere to prevent, what do you call it, the high energy particles disrupting what's going on.
Right.
So nanotechnology is very, very critical. Simple terms. We're going to have nanomaterials used for your cell phone battery so that you charge it once, it stays on for a week.
Talk of cell phone batteries.
Yeah.
Energizer released an 8,000 milliampere battery.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that. They just ended a Mobile World Congress, and this phone battery is going to last like a whole week.
Yes.
Without being charged.
Yes.
You charge it once and it lasts for
I've
1 week.
I've been preaching that for 8 years, 10 years now.
Wow.
Yes. You look
Wait,
at
you
some
are always ahead
you
of
look
your
at some
time.
of my videos. I think it was done in 1996. I think, or I think it's 2006 to 2009. Dr. Mensah is on saying, hey, we're going to make batteries that will stay charged for 1 week. That's the exact term, you know. And I still believe that nanotechnology is the one to do that. Is the one that can do it.
Right.
You know, it's not that I predicted, I said it. You know, but the nanotechnology will make it lighter, not bulkier.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I set the trend for other scientists to follow.
Great stuff. Great stuff. I mean, getting health vaccines that can cure cancer and every other thing through nanotechnology.
Yeah, nanotechnology in medicine is very, very big.
Yeah.
You know, you want to have a drug that you take it, and not only can you track where the drug is going in your body, it will go straight to where the problems are.
Wow. Wow.
Nano, you know, Nano has so many important applications.
Maybe the next time I'm able to sit down with you, we can delve deeper into nanotechnology.
Yes.
Because I know there are a lot of applications that can be, if we want to talk about it, we would spend the whole day here.
I tell kids just Google nanotechnology.
Right.
Because you can have nanotechnology, your car window, the windshield. You put a nanomaterial on one side, and then the other side you leave it as it is, glass, pure glass.
Wow.
When the car goes and then dirt, you know, falls on it, the side with nanotechnology is still clear. The other side has still the dirt, mud still on the windscreen. So nanotechnology is the way, and I'm glad that, you know, God has given us the brains to be part of this.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm getting to talk to you about it.
You're going to have it in your clothing. Also, you're going to have it in your clothing. Nanosensors.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, the blanket, you put a blanket on somebody at the house, it senses everything on their body. Yeah.
Wow.
Even in the train, we're using conformal sensors that will be on the tracks in trains worldwide. Conformal sensors, nano-based, that will tell you, oh, there's a crack here, you know, go slow. That will tell you all that. That's all coming in nanotechnology.
Wow.
Yes.
This is exciting.